Welcome to Kickin' It with P and J. We appreciate you guys for tapping in.
I'm Jay.
I'm P. And we in this thing.
Bitches be bonkers.
Bitches be weird.
Bitches be weird.
That's what we should talk about. These bitches be weird.
It's like I think it's the setting that we're in too.
What, LA?
In LA, like these party settings, like these groupie settings, I'm just like, I can't. Meeting these girls, like in a lot of these settings, I'm just like, some of these bitches be fucking bonkers, bro.
Remember that guy who came out, and I've been wanting to talk about this shit. That guy that came out and he was talking about statuses. Like men looking for a specific status in a woman, and if you're not up to par with that status, he cannot fuck with you. You don't remember that guy? What was that guy's name?
Are you talking about that video of that podcast that I reposted? Of that guy, he literally was like, if you as a woman are too, like, you're making too much money, I don't want you.
Oh, or like, he did say that shit.
I literally looked at that and was
disgusted.
But heated the fuck out of me.
Little dick energy for sure. And you obviously not making as much money as you would want to, which is fine. But it's like, why take it out on the person that, you know, want to fuck with you or that you want to fuck with? Like,
men are just as weird and they talk just as much as bitches do. Let that settle in. Men are no different from women, but women are no different from men.
The other day, me and Jazz we were at our workplace in downtown LA. This guy comes in and he starts looking at the apparel that we have for women, and he's kind of like upset at the fact that women have dope shit.
And he was low-key feeling that shit. Like, he was like, okay, like, I low-key want to try this. But then he looked at the tag and it said women's, right? It was these like fucking pants, these like
the brown ones,
these cargo pants that are like
they're fucking fire. But anyways, they could pass for men or women, which is why he's looking at them, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, he saw the tag, saw that it said women, and then immediately went to make a comment about why women are dressing like men. And Jazz was kind of like, okay, what about it? Like,
no, yeah, he approached us and was like, oh, so women start dressing like men now? And mind you, me and P are like in some fucking baggy ass clothes. It's just dressing like day at work, like. And I looked at him and I said, what about it? Like, what about it?
And I feel like
good.
And I feel like for a second he for sure got taken back, but then he was also kind of like, well, like, why is that a thing now? And it's like, well, what does it matter? Like, if a dude, we have a dude in the building right now, Jordan. If you see some fly ass, and be completely honest, I don't give a fuck what your answer is, but if you see some fly ass shit that's labeled woman, would you hesitate to wear it, to put it on?
Like, if they got your size and everything, like, it could be worn.
Like, you know, it don't fit like a woman pant. It's gonna fit right on you.
If I can rock it, if I can pull it off, then I'm gonna wear it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact. That's exactly what women do, though.
That's why women's mentality is so fucking versatile now, because we look at anything literally from fucking baby clothes, if they fit, and up until men's section. Like, if I could put it on and rock the shit, I'm gonna do it. You know, and that all comes with confidence. So the guy was just really weak-minded, I feel, at that point.
Like, it was just like, tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure. On some shit, like, I just was like, bro, if you think it's cool. Like, it was almost like his masculinity was being threatened.
It was.
And I just 100%. Was like, bro, if you think it's dope, then wear it, because I thrive in the men's section.
Oh, bro. For sure. 100%.
I thrive in the men's section. And I still be pulling that shit off. Like,
hell yeah.
This is fucking men's. This hoodie is men's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, same. No, same.
Still look fucking dope in it.
But anyways, that was our little 2 cents on that situation that happened the other day. Let's do 2 truths and a lie, just so y'all can get to know us a little bit better.
Oh my God. You go first.
Okay. I recently went out the country 2 times. I had my last pair of bought shoes was a retro. And wait, which one was the lie? Wow. Shut the fuck up. I have a brand dropping soon.
Wait a second. Maybe it's the first one.
What was
because
the first
you
one?
said twice. You said you traveled out the country twice. You only went to Belize
once.
Recently, though. You literally just got back like a week ago, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the first one.
Okay, she was right. I did go to Belize.
Wait, mine's just really raunchy. You said something raunchy. Like, you see this shit?
You haven't even made it up. I'll go again. Go ahead. I'll go again.
Okay. Well, you want me to say mine first?
I don't know.
We can go off of mine.
She don't even have it together.
I do. I dated this guy in sophomore year, and he gave me a bunch of hickeys.
That sounds like a truth.
Wow. Anyways, he gave me a bunch of hickeys on my neck, and my coaches literally despised me. And this was my junior year of college.
But wait, time out. What were you playing? What sport?
Volleyball.
They never played you your freshman or
No, they didn't. Because they thought I was a hoe. They thought I was a whore.
That's
sleeping around with a lot of men.
That's false because a coach can't do that.
My second 2 truths and a lie. I used to live in North Dakota. Super fun. I am allergic to dogs and cats. And when I was in kindergarten, I got chased by a dog. And ran.
That's true.
And was terrified for dogs for a very long time.
That one's true. I think it's the first one that's a lie.
You think the first one's a lie?
Yeah.
That is actually the truth.
So it's North Dakota?
No. Wait, what is the lie? I just told 3 truths. I obviously don't know how this game works. Oh wait, the first one was the lie.
I was right.
But I did a minor lie. It wasn't my junior year. It was my freshman year of college playing volleyball. I was messing with this baseball guy my freshman year. I just transferred to this school, and I went to his room, and like obviously, we didn't do much, but like he gave me hickeys, and I didn't know he gave me hickeys. I'm so sorry, Mom. And I didn't realize that he left me hickeys until I went back to my dorm, and I looked in the fucking mirror. It was literally from here to here, and they looked like bruises. And I was
When's the last time?
like no color corrector or concealer was covering that. I did not want to show my face in front of my teammates. They literally were gonna be like, "Oh shit, who did this? Who did this? Who are you talking to?" Because at the time I was so low key. I just was like, down,
not?
down. Why not? And then the fucking one time that I do some shit, dude, I kid you not, I went to practice with so much concealer and color corrector. There was no hiding it. My teammates were like,
you didn't sweat that shit out?
My coaches were like, this slut. But they looked at me so differently from that day on.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't. They looked at me. They didn't kick me off the team. No.
Very first time. Did you ever get drug tested in school?
Oh, did I just get lipstick on my?
That is just yeah.
Oh. She's like, God damn it! Look at that shit.
Did you ever get drug tested? Did you ever get drug tested in school?
Yes.
Okay, so
twice.
Were you dirty?
One time I was. I don't know how I got away with it. I wasn't smoking as much though back then. Because I knew I was getting drug tested.
The one time I fucking smoked, shout out to my friend Tess, that's my dog, but she's the one that put me up to it. Smoked one time, took like 3 hits, got super fucking high, but I definitely smoked. The next fucking day, drug tested. And they only picked like two or three people off the team, and it was me. It was fucking me. No, bitch, I was in high school.
What the fuck?
I know. So I was in the stall literally, and my friend Taiki was next to me, and I was like, "Yo, like you gotta do me this solid. Please do me a solid," because they didn't go in there and check. Like they weren't like peeping us inside. Yeah. They would just have us like take it to them. She pissed in the cup for me. A real fucking one, yes. So I got away with it, but that was the last time I smoked for like the next 3 years. Like I was like, I'm good.
One time my best friend in high school, he asked me for a drug test at 1 o'clock in the morning, and my crazy ass did it. I snuck out of my house. I'm like, 17 at this time? Snuck out of my house. He was like, dude, my friend's parents are going to drug test us. Like, I need you.
My friend's parents.
He was living with first of all, he got kicked out. He got kicked out of my house the first semester. This is senior year. Then so he moved to my friend's house because his parents lived in Washington. So he was like, my mom was not fucking with that shit. But anyways, he was like, bitch, like Samea's dad, he's gonna drug test us in the morning because they were smoking weed and shit in the bathroom. So he was like, I need you to pee in a cup, because at the time I didn't smoke back in high school. So he was like, I need you to pee in a cup and bring it to me by like right now.
So you want me to leave my house at 1
and I was down. I said, bitch, yeah, I got you. You know what I did? I peed in a fucking Ziploc bag. I put the Ziploc bag. And then I put the Ziploc bag into a water bottle, right? And I was like, got the goods. And then I couldn't sneak out of my...
Fucking sick.
Oh, yeah, I've been a real one.
If I ever get drug tested, I know who I'm gonna call.
Yeah, so I snuck out of my brother's window, and the adrenaline that I would like itch for back then, I was a fucking menace. But
Not a fucking
like
menace.
I drove to my friend Samaya's house, and Malik was like, bitch, like don't park in the front of the house. Like they have cameras on the doorbell. And I was like, okay. So I parked down the street and I ran to the house, right? I ran to the side of the house. I ran very like, this is like 007 shit, right? With the fucking water bottle with my piss in it.
That's disgusting.
And so him and Samaya were hanging out the window on the second floor. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to get my piss up there? I'm not going to throw it up there. So he literally sends down. He sends down. Dude, literally, like, high school was a fucking movie. Like, what the fuck was I doing? But, like, literally, he sends down a hamper, a dirty hamper, you know, like those net mesh ones with the, like, little hole on the side. He sends it down on, like, some sheets, right? And they're luring this dirty hamper down, this empty, dirty hamper. And I was like, he was like, you got it? And I was like, yeah. And I, like, shoved my bottle of piss in the dirty hamper. And he brings it up. He's like, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 in the morning at school. He was like, at 1 o'clock at night. I'm like 17. I'm like, what the fuck? Literally gets in my house and I was like, oh my God, I hope my parents don't catch me. This is another night out, stepping out, you know? Made it home safe. My parents still don't know this.
You should tell them now.
They're going to watch it because my parents are supporters.
Because there was
supporters. They're supporters. They'll definitely watch it.
As they should be. I'm not even going to tell
sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
Isn't it funny though how we have these crazy ass stories as kids growing up and then our parents know nothing about it and then you tell them years later and it's like, what are you gonna do, spank me?
Yeah.
Are you gonna ground me?
Probably laugh at me. Like they probably be like,
it's fucking funny now. It's fucking funny now. But back then it was like the end of the world.
Oh, I have a lot of those stories. End of the world stories. A lot.
See, that's what
I can drink to that.
Drink to that one. Another little icebreaker, just so you guys can get to know Jazz and I a little bit better. She's gonna tell me some characteristics about her sign.
It's crazy.
And I'm gonna try to guess what it is. Matter of fact, don't even say it. We'll have people guess in the comments.
Did you just open another one?
Maybe.
Okay.
Name some characteristics and I'll tell the 3.
Lazy.
Okay. All right.
Stubborn.
You can name some good qualities.
Okay. Let me be nice to myself for once. Loyal.
Ooh, can't find
That's a heavy one for me.
She is loyal. She's very loyal. Yeah.
Very.
You either you could be a Gemini. Them motherfuckers stubborn.
My dad's a Gemini. I have a huge appreciation for art. Anything art.
Bitch, I don't know.
In any realm.
I'm gonna just say
I like things that look good.
Gemini, Taurus, or a Leo. Because you said stubborn, and Leos can be stubborn. Okay, so we'll let y'all guess in the comments. Not for mine. I'm a baby crier. But
She's a fucking a baby cry, a cry baby.
Both. A lot of the signs
She is.
can actually be this, be crybabies. So that's gonna be a hard one for y'all. Hella passionate, hella loyal.
Oh, I should have used
Considerate, I feel, for the most part. Depends.
somewhat.
I either give a fuck or I don't give nothing.
Yeah, no, literally,
nothing.
there's like no in between.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm either gonna go really, really hard or I'm just not gonna give a fuck. I'm guessing.
I would probably say Pisces, Cancer. What else did you say? Come up with like two more.
I won't tell if you don't ask, but I can be an open book. If that makes sense. Like, I can be an open book, but you have to ask me. I'm not just gonna tell you. You just gotta name
Maybe
one more.
Aquarius.
Okay. Pisces,
Aquarius, maybe?
Cancer. So y'all let us know what you think we are.
Who are we?
And if we can relate.
What are we? Give me the sun rising and the moon.
Oh, hell no. So Jazz and I are not from LA, right? I moved here like 4 or 5 years ago. Jazz just moved out here recently and go to school. Give me 3 likes about LA and 3 dislikes. And it sucks because Jazz just hasn't experienced
Yeah.
like
Jazz
LA
is
life
always
before.
busy.
No, not even that, but life before fucking pandemic and Corona and all that. Like, it was just completely different, bro.
Yeah.
It was a whole different vibe. Like, shit got
sure.
shut down and it just never came back up the way it was supposed to or meant to, which sucks. But I mean, I'm hopeful that we're gonna get back to that.
Exactly.
Because shit is opening back up.
I just
That
burped in
happened.
this mic.
Ew. But anyways, give me 3 likes and dislikes.
This whole thing about gatekeeping, like people aren't
Define gatekeeping.
gatekeeping is when you're like say I see a stylist, right? And hey, like, where do you work? Like, hey, how can I get into where you work? Like, all this kind of shit. People are always like, hey, here's my number. Call this number. Call me. Like, hit me up. What's your Instagram? That's not gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is like, oh, I work so-and-so. You know, like,
they don't want to put out.
They don't want to tell you information or how, like, to get put on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, one thing I will say, people are really open about, oh, bet, you want to style? Like, let's style. You want to be a makeup artist? Bet, hit me up, like, type shit.
Well, I'm glad you run into those people.
Yeah,
I
like,
definitely run into the complete
for somebody
opposite.
who's at work in school for 95% of the time, like, I appreciate that shit.
For sure.
Literally, I came out here with like less than $1,000 to my name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
And
every day is a new, like,
y'all
adventure.
gotta understand, we still trying to make it happen.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've only been
that's
out
a
here-
struggle in itself.
I haven't even been out here a year yet. Another thing I like is the vibes. Like, there's nothing like LA. For whatever reason, you know that book that I read, like Past Lives and shit, I feel like I've been here in a past life. Like, something about LA feels familiar. And I love the art. I love, like, the people in LA. This shit is crazy. Like, downtown is a different world, but LA got its own, like, type of culture, you know? Like, they got their own type of people, their own lingo, like, their own, like, way of, like, doing shit. Like,
yeah,
I love that
even
shit.
down to the clothes. Like, everybody just
like,
dressed flawed.
Yeah,
you know?
like, people just are
you
very
don't get
expressive.
culture like this.
Yeah, people are really expressive compared to places I've been, or like places I've lived and been so comfortable in living.
That's
It's
because
like,
we've been under a rock.
yeah, that's what I'm
homie.
saying. Yeah, no, literally a rock.
Yeah.
But, like, another thing I like about LA is somebody feels good. Like, there's some parts of it, like the fact that it feels good and the fact that it feels bad is like the other bad part. Like, there's an undercurrent of bad energy in this city, but also, like, I feel like I'm not a part of that bad current, if that makes sense. What I'm doing is I'm just creating, and I feel like I get a good vibes from, like, I don't know, like,
I get
from
what you're
I
saying.
wanna
I feel like
yeah.
the bad energy, the bad current you talking about, it comes when someone moves to LA, they think of one thing and they go in specifically for the glitz and the glamour. So it's
They
like
think it's one thing and it's not.
I mean, in an instance, it's like getting lost in the sauce. You getting lost in shit because you not, like, focused on your real, like, it's not organic, or it's not natural, or it's not like something that you passionate about. You just want it because it looks cool, because it, you know what I mean, because the money or whatever it is that you're going for, it's not real authentic. You know what I mean? It's just
like, oh, I want to be
the
famous.
look of it, you know what I mean?
Like, that's not good enough to survive in
whatever.
LA.
I want to be famous, or I want to have X amount of money. You know, and I'm not saying, like, I used to be like, oh, I don't need money. I don't, no. Like, I used to stay away from money because I thought it was bad. I thought it was evil. I thought it was from the devil. But realistically, no, it's just the way you see it or view it that makes it bad. You know what I mean?
It depends on what you do with it.
That's
if
what
that
I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
That's exactly
With
what
the
I'm
money.
saying. Like, exactly. So money, you can have an abundance of money, and it could be good money. You know, genuinely good money. But you have to think that way, and you have to go after it because that's what you want, not because you just want to have all the cars and watches and jewelry and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You gotta really love creating. You cannot fucking ride the wave. Like, if you are out here, one thing about LA too is, like, it's a hustle. You can tell between a hustler and somebody, like, oh, I'm just trying to, like,
get by.
Yeah, get by. Like, no, I'm trying to hustle. I got
That's
like this vision.
That's the one
like,
thing
I got
about
this
LA,
vision,
though.
yeah, like that I got in my head, and if I don't see myself living this vision in like the next year or two,
you're not gonna survive.
Yeah,
like
it's just
that's
like
what it is.
It's not good enough to just simply want it.
Yeah,
you gotta be
go
that. Like, you gotta go creative. I like that, like, about LA, and I can see it in some people. Like, it's just like, I'm out here trying to do what I'm trying to do, what I set out to do. You know what I'm saying?
If you're just trying to survive, you're not gonna make it, because sooner or later that energy gonna run the fuck out on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you have to, like, you have to want more than one hustle, because you can't do it in LA with just one.
You gotta know there's people behind you.
Cheers to our another episode down in the books.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I have to burp really bad.
Thank you so much for listening to Shit Talk.
Kicking it today with P and J. Like, subscribe, all that shit.
You already heard her. This is Jazzy J signing out.
Go Priz, you know what it is.
Jazz and Priz signing out. Y'all tune in next time.
Yeah.